Hello once again, lovely viewers. My name is Ted Janinikwe, and in today's video we are going to be taking a look at quantitative data analysis, right? That's research methods, unit 10. Now, don't worry, the other units are coming here, relax. I know. How did we get from unit 1 to unit 10? Relax, we'll go over those ones as well. Now, qualitative data analysis, right? So that's what we'll be looking at in this video. Before we look at the outline, I and the Haven Project would like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and hopefully a Happy New Year, right? So let's look at the outline. The outline for this video: first, we're going to look at what qualitative data is. We'll look at the types of qualitative data. We'll look at the differences between qualitative data and quantitative data. Now, after I've finished looking at this thing, then we'll look at the main reason why we are here, right? That's going to be qualitative data analysis. Let's begin. Very well. So, qualitative data refers to all non-numeric data or data that have not been quantified and can be a product of all research strategies. It involves concurrent collection, analysis, and interpretation of data. It deals with qualities, characteristics, and attributes, right? Common forms of qualitative data include interviews, open-ended survey responses, observations, and textual or visual data. Now, when research is done, right, data is collected. Now, the data that is collected can either be quantitative or qualitative, right? Now, when research is done and this data is collected, the data has to be analyzed. So there's a way or a process for measuring for analyzing quantitative data, and there's also the same process for what? Analyzing qualitative data, right? Now, in this slide, we are looking at what qualitative data is in and of itself. And we say it's, when we talk about qualitative data, we are referring to all non-numeric data, right? Or data that have not been quantified and can be a product of all research strategies, right? So whatever strategy you use to conduct your research, then it is possible that you will have qualitative data as your data. Now, the strategies used in research that usually yield or result in qualitative data are what? Interviews, open-ended survey responses, observations, and textual or visual data. Right. So what do we look at next? Let's go to the next slide. Now, look at types of data, right? Now, when qualitative data has been collected, we can classify them to three types. The first type is verbal data, right? And verbal data are collected in the form of extended speech, which are passages of spoken words. This may be audio recorded or derived from existing audio or audio-visual sources. These data are likely to be transcribed and turned into text, but may still be classified as verbal data if they maintain their structural integrity as a verbatim account. Now, with that latter part that I just read, we'll take a look at it when we're looking at the process of qualitative data analysis, right? So let me just focus on what verbal data is. So verbal data is simply data that is gathered through what? Audio, right? If you are performing an interview and you record your interviews, that is going to be verbal data. Now, it can also come from maybe you can shoot it like a video. It's also verbal data, and so on and so forth, right? So basically speaking, it's referring to what? Passages of spoken words, right? As it says over here. Now, they are collected in a form of extended speech. Very good. So what is text data? Now that's another type of data, right? Text data. Instead, that text data are collected as notes from interviews or observations, as written diaries and participant accounts, or derived from documents including reports, tweets, emails, blogs, and the like. So in this type of data, or with this type of data, we don't refer to them as verbal because they were not spoken originally, they were written or typed. So they are collected as notes from interviews or observations of the researcher, and it can also be a diary that the researcher writes in, and participant accounts or derived from documents including reports, tweets, emails, blogs, and the like. So basically the sources that you use to get your data, right? Remember that data can be primary, and it can also be secondary. Very good. And the last type of data is visual data, and they may be created or found in many forms, including drawings, digital images, and video. Thank you very much. So in the next part of our video, we'll look at the differences between qualitative data and quantitative data. See you soon.